We are playing the Danish Gambit as white and the Stafford Gambit as black. Because otherwise we're gonna get bored. So this is 4 knights. Into the Scotch. We take. We pin the knight. They take my knight. I take with this, right? But if I take with this, I lose castling rights, yeah. Pushes on my knight. I can actually go here now, right? Attack his knight. But he can protect it. I can't go here. We can take first and then go here. Attacking this. I'll do this anyway. Yeah, we knew this would come. We can castle. I can take and take. I mean, this is protected anyway. Yeah. Why is this queen here? I don't know. Can do this. Maybe his whole point is, yeah, maybe his whole point is to take with the horse. Then I take. Yeah. But then it's a check. And it will allow me to check again. So I think we're just gonna put the rook here. Instead of fearing his stuff. He can still castle. And lose the pawn. Okay, so he lost castling rights. I can check. And then he can't go here. He can block or block with this. So I check. I can also take, and then he takes the pawn. Then I do this. Wait. If I take, I'm thinking. Checking here does not really change anything, right? Like, he can just go back. So, take, push. He can't castle as well. Okay, but now I push. Where does he go? Maybe I should have checked. I don't know. I'm not sure. So if I check here, this doesn't really do anything, right? Yeah, we just check again. Well, he has to move the queen. The question is where. He can go back here. I guess that's a square that makes sense. You know, go in and I check. We also have this at some point. Not right now, but at some point. Also, this is a check. Okay, so that took a long time. Okay, so if we check here, he probably goes up. And then we can do this. He cannot go here. Right, he can't go here. If I come here with the rook. And he wants to trade queens. So I can do this. Get my pawn back and my rook would be here. So if I went here and checked, he could have done the same. But then I could have gone here. That's the difference. So I think we just... yeah. We just get our rook into the game. Get our bishop into the game. I really want this rook here or somewhere. Yeah, that's really bad. Should have played it differently, I guess. Okay, but that doesn't do anything. Guess I can check. Okay. Now we can't do this, sadly, and we can't do this. And we can't do this. Let's make some Luft for our king. I don't know what he's doing. I can do this and attack his pawns, but he can protect them, I guess. I still can't do this. I can push this to open for my bishop, though. Which I kinda like. So he attacks both of my pieces. So I can check, take. Is there something I can do? I literally put myself into a fork, right? I can check and take. This is really bad, but... Dude, if I had a good check... Not this. I guess it's better to lose the bishop than to lose the rook, right? So... I guess we do this. Then when he takes the bishop, I do this. Then he has to move it. And now I have these in very interesting situations. And he can just go back. Yeah. He can just say fuck you, and that's all thanks to my horrible gameplay. So we attack his bishop. He can attack my rook. Okay, but if I do this, now what? I can also take. What does he have if I take? I can bring the rook here, I do this. How do I always lose in the endgame? How? Okay, so if we do this, he can just go back here. And then I do that. Okay, how do I connect my fucking rooks? Huh? Is there a way? I can actually do this. But then I just get hit and I can't do anything. So if I do this... What happens? What does he do? He goes here. Or something. Then I do this. I don't know. Let's see what happens. He runs away. So now we can put our rook here, actually. Right? Can we? Okay, what if I push? He can just push back. What if I put my rook here? Then what? Then nothing? Okay. This is good. I think the next move is to... I think he's gonna push this. That's what I would do. Huh. Okay. If I push this, I actually can push this. And this way this can't push forward. Which I kinda like. And now this is pinned. Because this is unprotected. So what if I do this? So I can take his bishop. No, I can take his rook. He takes my bishop. No, wait. I take his rook, he takes with the bishop. I can do this and take his bishop, right? And all of a sudden I'm okay. Okay. I will have this. Okay, so where does he want to attack? He wants to attack here. I can check and he takes. I should definitely go up to not get checked. Okay, so he kind of fucked up by disconnecting the rooks. If he moves the rook, I check. King can't go anywhere, basically. King is stuck. He can move forward, I guess, but... We can also put the rook here, but... Okay, so we did that. So now we check. And we take this. And now we go for this. And he wants to attack this, which makes sense. But the issue is... Okay, let's say I do check. He still takes this. Yeah, doesn't make sense. Okay, he's pushing a passed pawn, which is kind of scary. I can check, forcing him, but he will go here. I'm thinking I have no choice but to start attacking these pawns. And attacking from behind him. Okay, and now we go here. Okay, so if I push this, it just runs after it, right? Yeah, the game is over. We won! GG! Let's go! Okay, we're gonna look only for aggressive starts. We're gonna look for Danish Gambit. I don't care. I don't want to play boring stuff anymore. Oh, and he plays the Scandinavian. So, I'm good with the Scandinavian. Okay. We know how to play this. And he also knows how to play this, which is nice. Okay. Huh. Okay. So, I don't see really any good plays. I can play this. I can even go here. You know what? I'll go here. Also, this is... Oh, it's not hanging. But we do have a check. I don't know if this check helps, but... We do have a check. I think he should do this. And then I castle. Um... Hmm. Oh, I could have checked. No, I couldn't because the queen. So I can do this and then we castle queenside. I actually kind of like that. Do this. He goes here. And he's looking at this. But then my queen can't move here because it takes it. I don't know. I guess we can check. No, but now he can... Can I attack his bishop in another way? If we do this, then his bishop is here. Then I can do this to attack the bishop. Let's do it. I want to do it. Then we do this. I really want to remove this bishop, you know? That's why I'm doing this. Now this is hanging, but it's fine. By the way, what's protecting the queen? It seems like nothing is protecting the queen. He can't go here. He can go here, no. He can't go anywhere that's protected from my pieces. Okay, so we definitely take this. and we play our queen to here or to here. I guess to here is better. Then we can castle. This is unprotected. Okay, that's attacking nothing. Okay. So this is hanging. This is okay-ish. This is hanging. And this is not hanging. So we can put our rook here, which would be very interesting. Doesn't really have anywhere to go. So I think we just put this rook here. On this file. That's likely to open. Okay, and now we can also push. We can also do this. I kinda like this. But it's not good enough. What if I push this? Then I can take this pawn, right? Question is, where does he move? Let's push. Okay, so I can take, but I don't want to. And if he takes, I just take with the bishop. So I think we take this pawn, but then he attacks me with the rook. And then I take this pawn, right? I can even take this pawn. But taking this allows me to take with this. It's very interesting. I want to do it. Let's go. Allows me to take this. And then, yeah. This guy is very cramped up and my position is very open. Okay. Why exactly? Okay, so we can take. He takes my pawn. I can also take this, but not now. Okay, so let's take this. He's so cramped and his queen is not doing anything. Look at this. Insane. Uh... Okay. Now I can take this. Threaten the bishop. And I will still have this diagonal. brings the queen. Protect the bishop. But if I do this... Wait, is this checkmate? No. So if I do this, he takes. I cannot take back. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. Him taking this pawn is a bit scary, but not that scary. Me going here and taking this can be more interesting. Can I set up something with this bishop? Probably not. I don't see the danger. Maybe I'm missing something, but I just don't see it. Huh? Okay. So if I take, and he takes with the, let's say he takes with the rook, and I go here, I don't understand this move. What is he trying to accomplish? Maybe to be protected by something and not bound to the queen. I can do this, but I think it's a bad play. So again, check. He comes here. Then I can come here. And then what? I don't know, but it seems like the right play. This pins the rook. Does that help me that it pins the rook? Oh, what the? Wait, this has to be a mistake. Check. And then he goes here. That's a mistake for sure. I can't check him from here. I mean, I can. Then it pushes it here, and then I check from here. And he has nowhere to go. So, check. He does this, and then I check. Then he does this, and I take his rook. No, I can't take his rook. Fuck. What if I check now from here? Then he does this. What do I do? Check. I don't see any... Maybe we put this rook here? We can also do this and then check. I like that. I guess he sees it. Or maybe he doesn't. So check, he takes with the rook. I take with the rook. And... But wait. Yeah, check. This has to be the play. Okay, we have a check here. Our rook is unconnected, kind of scary, but it's fine, I guess. He can take my pawn, threaten back ranks. Okay. What can we do? We can check. He goes here. Then we go check, no. We can check here. Then he goes... I don't know where he goes, but let's start. Okay. And now, check from here. He has to continue going to the corner. Does that help me? Check. He has to go to the corner, right? And then I can bring my queen here as its mate. Right? Let's go! Very nice. Very nice! I can play the King's Indian, but it's so boring. But, yeah. They don't want to play me, which is fine. Let's go. Let's go. No. Okay. Okay, so we have a chance to play the Danish Gambit. He doesn't want to take. Okay, so what do we do in this position? I can take, and he takes. I can also just play this for now. Is there another play I can make? What about this? We're kind of leaving this hanging though. I kind of want to take this. And then he takes this. And then... what do I do? Let's say I take and he takes. I can attack his horse. I don't know what the play is here. Because I really want to take, but if I play this, he takes, you know? And then what have we done? And taking his e5 pawn is so good. I just am trying to understand how do I punish this. I guess I can bring the queen here. But it doesn't make sense. Okay, take, take. I can also do this. Let's try and do this. Okay, he breaks the pin. I take, 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 and we continue. He can castle, I guess. Okay. I can go here, but I don't see the point. I can close the position. I can take now. Then he can take back. Then I take his queen. Okay, nice. We got a really nice position here. We are more developed than him. There are no queens. So that's interesting. We want to go here if we can. Let's see if he lets us. No, we can't because of the bishop. Okay. Develop our bishop. Develop our knight. Okay. I mean, that doesn't do anything. We get double pawns that protect this. That doesn't do anything. So okay. So no threat on my rook. Okay, that attacks this that I can't protect, right? There's no way to protect it. I can do this to protect it. Right? Do I do this though? I can also push. Take. Let's push. I don't want to get my rooks. Okay, so I take, he takes, I take. I don't really need this bishop, to be fair. And taking here is actually really good for me. I'm gonna take here. Because now, takes, and he has to take, and I take his horse, right? And if not, I still win a pawn. Huh. So I can still take this, and he takes my bishop. But I can take his bishop. Okay, this is awkward. I don't want him to go here. That's definitely not something I want to happen. So I think we start with this. Oh, we can also take this. We take this. He takes this. I take this. He can take this with a check, though. That's annoying. But then I take again. So okay. So I think we take, and then we take this pawn. Right? Take the bishop. Take the pawn. But then he can put a rook here and both of them are under attack. But then I can put this here. I can also... Yeah, let's just take this. And do this. And then he attacks me, I can just move. If he puts the rook here, I can... I don't know what. Okay, so if I take, he takes with the horse. Okay, but I can just go back. And now trading here is really not great for you. Okay. Still don't see the play here. Maybe I'm missing it. So he attacks my horse. I can go here. Attacking his thing. He does this. I also have a check here. Okay, so let's think about this. If I do this, he brings it here. I can check. He takes. Yeah, I don't see anything here. We can do this, I guess. But I don't know. This doesn't seem to make sense. This doesn't seem to make sense. This is interesting. Ooh, this is great, because if he takes, I take with a check and I take his rook. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Okay, so he didn't take it. That's very sad. Take. I can't check. I am protecting it right now. He can't take with the rook because I take. He can't take with the pawn. Oh, now he can take with the pawn. So, what's the play? We can just trade. I'll put my rook here. He probably goes here. This bishop is really nice though. Yeah, but I think it's time to put our rook here. Yep. It's gonna go here, I guess. And then I take. Anywhere he goes, I take. The problem is my rooks are gonna be hanging if I take, right? This would be unprotected. But I take. Okay. I don't see how that did anything. Okay. Let's save our horse, shall we? He can take pawns, that's the problem. This can be pinned. I can't really do this though. I can do this though. We trade rooks. Okay. I still have this and it's still pinned. Okay, where do I put my rook? I guess we can put it here. Our pawns are so, like, so bad. It's insane. We still have this check. Okay. I see. That was a mistake. I wanted to play here. Well, I wanted to be here. That was a mistake, but it's okay. We're gonna keep being on this diagonal, on this bow. So he's trying to create a passed pawn, but I can check. Then he has to go here. I can't protect this. Check, and he goes either up or here. If he goes here, I can take this pawn. Okay, take the pawn. Okay. And he's gonna take... No! Dude, I'm misclicking. I am misclicking. Okay. So we do this. Wait. Yeah, we want this pawn to be our dude. So I have to move it away. But where? Where do I move it? Here? It doesn't make much sense. I don't know where to put the rook. I mean, I want to set up a discovered attack on the king, but I think it's pointless. If I put the rook here, then I'm protecting this, then I can check, but it's pointless because he goes here. No, he can't. Okay. I don't have time. Nice. We get a passed pawn, we get a queen. Yep. Over. Let's go. I'm so much better in open positions, it's insane. Let's go for the Stafford again. Okay, so this is Italian. I can do this and go into the fried liver. Let's do it. I want to do the fried liver. Okay, it didn't go for the fried liver. Okay, so this is going to come here. It's very slow. Push, take, I don't know. Can also go here. I think we just defend. And if he attacks, okay, that's not interesting. We castle. You really think that's a good idea? So I have a hook here. So I can take and then come here. Threaten going here as well. And also I have this at some point. But do I take this? I want to take this, but I don't have any follow-up. So what if we do this and attack his horse? He takes, right? Yeah, he doesn't do anything. We can also check here. That's very interesting. Need to look out for this. This means that I can put something here and it's fine. I think we do it, although it does seem a bit scary. But I want to do it. So we're attacking this. That's obvious. Also, we're attacking this. Yeah, we gave up the bishop, but his king looks very scary. Very weak. Very weak. And if my queen gets there and I have this bishop here, it's kinda extremely scary for him. So he can protect. Oh. Okay, that's an interesting play. Okay, there has to be something here with this. Check, and he comes here. And then what? Then nothing. If I come here, he just takes, right? Take. Can also just push. Can also just put this rook here. Can also go here. That's interesting. And then here. That's giving me a lot of ideas with this. I think we just take the horse, but then the queen comes here. So how do we do this? We check, and he's only place to take with the king, right? Can I abuse that check somehow? What if I sacrifice this as well and check? And he just blocks. Yeah, it's not worth it. We already made him very weak. I'm just thinking how to improve my position now. So again, this play is interesting. Yeah, but now he does this. And I lose the horse. I don't know. I calculated this and I understood that it won't work. You know? And I still did it because I'm Pepega. Okay. So if I do this, he can take, and then I take. And I can still do this at some point. I'm actually inclined to trade with this bishop. Because this bishop is scarier than this bishop. Nice. Now we have a pawn here that's supporting. And this bishop is stuck defending here. We still have this, but I still don't see anything I can do with this. Okay, attacks the pawn. Can I support the pawn? Okay, but now this horse is unprotected. Can I attack the horse? I can't really, because if he takes... Yeah. But then I can go here if he takes. So it's kind of an awkward situation. I guess he can just take. And then I take back. This is still not working. I do have this. At some point. I'm trying to pressure him with this, but he's defending pretty well, so we might lose this game because I'm too aggressive. So he takes, and we take. And he can attack me. He didn't. Okay. So we can keep going with this and then check. Complete a rook lift. This queen is not going anywhere. Put the rook in front of the king. Will make it very interesting. I could also do this, but I don't think that's a good play. And we still have this. Okay, let's see what he does. He knows what I want to do. Okay. So we can do this anyway. And now we can take this and threaten mate. Oh, okay. Okay. He got out of the pin. That's a nice play. I still have this. Taking this takes with the. Let's think about this. Takes. I cannot check. I can do this to give myself a better position. And then takes, check. I actually need to get to this at some point, somehow. And bring the second rook here. Can also put this rook here, which is interesting. And it does help us with the pin. So this is pinned. I can check, basically. Okay. Wow, what a game. What a game. So he can just move and protect this. Obviously. Then I think I bring my second rook here. I do, I don't know what. We'll see. So if he goes here, what happens if I do this? He cannot take with the queen, right? He loses the queen. He cannot take with the king anyway. Let's see what he does. So he moved. So we take this now, right? and we're threatening the queen. Okay, so I don't know if that was worth it, but we shall see about that. But now my queen still can't do anything, but ooh. Okay. So there's nothing here for me, nothing here, but we can do this and attack his bishop. Okay. So this is a problem, obviously. Can we stop it? I have to protect it somehow. If I do this, he goes here. Yeah, that's a problem, but... So, I can go here, and if he still goes here, I check. And I take his bishop. We have a check here as well. Okay, we definitely want our rook to be more active. So we can put it here, and then here. We don't care about the horse picking up our pawns, because we're more interested in other things. So moving this bishop would be a big mistake, because I get to check. Oh, I can't. Okay. I can do this, and then we trade, and then he takes, and then I can check from here, take a pawn. Okay. It's fine. No, but I can't check from here, because the bishop. Let's see what he does. I don't know. We'll see. Like, I know what I want to do. Okay, so we've already thought about this. He goes in here. Okay, and now we need to think. We can't go here, but we can go here and attack this pawn. We have a queen. We can't really go here. Can go here and attack this. If he does this, I can go here. Okay. Yeah, he can't let me take this because then I can start checking and it's not gonna be fun for him. I'm missing something? Probably missing something. I like it. But now I check and I take his rook, right? Hmm. 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 Okay. Okay. We can check again, but doesn't do much. If I do this and it takes, it just helps his horse. Okay, let's start using our king. Um, can't go here, can't go here. I can check again. I can check from here, but then he goes here. Then I take this. Okay. No, I can't go here. Okay, let's check again. He knows I want to take his rook, so he's gonna move here. So I'm gonna check from here. Then I take this pawn. Then I take this pawn. I'm basically threatening mate. Let's go! Woo! Nice. We're getting there. Okay, one last game. Let's do one last game. Some break. Okay. Stafford, let's go. That's a Vienna. Let's see if I know how to handle the Vienna. That's not the Vienna. Okay. That's a Scotch that we've seen a million times. Yes. You already know what to do in every situation here. Yep. Also know. Okay. The castle. We can also take. No, we can't. I think we just castle. Okay. And put the rook here. Yeah, because I don't see any plays for now. We can go into if he doesn't castle, which I doubt, but if he does castle, it's the same way. We can start a sequence that in the end we win the pawn. I don't know if it's worth it, but in the end we win the pawn. Okay. That's interesting. So let's think about this. This goes here, he attacks. I put this horse here. Also, there are very scary situations here, but I think for now we just do this. We know that this is pinned. Next move is a fork. If he takes with the horse, we take this with a check. Okay, so what's the right play? To make sure that the horse can't stop the fork? Yeah, I guess so. He has to save the queen. So we take this. Question is, what happens next? We do have this, but it does seem like he really wants to mate me. So we might have to go back. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. But I can just move my queen. Not here, I can move it here. I can also move it here. Yeah, if I move it here and he attacks me... I guess we just go here. No. Because if he goes here and he attacks me, I have nowhere to go. I can go back, but it's not great. I can also take, but I think taking here is like insanely bad. I can also take this. He takes this. I can also play the bishop here. That's very interesting. Ooh. Bishop here. No. No. So that's this. I just take. And it helps me protect the horse. Horse is still attacking the bishop, by the way. Ooh. Okay. So if I do this, take. Yeah. That's the right play. Okay. There's also a back ranks coming, but let's see what it does. I want to start with taking this, but we'll see. Very cool game. Both of us are trying to attack. His rooks are in a better position, that's for sure. I wanna... Maybe I should have just done this. And forked both of them. Yeah, that's what I should have done. I should have put it here. And forgot about the horse. Okay, we still get time to do it. He has to get his queen out, and then he loses a rook. Which is funny. But yeah. And the funnier thing is that this is pinned. So he loses a rook for sure. Now let's see what else happens. Okay. What now? Aditya Games? Aditya D Games? Okay. So, we know that if we take this... Yeah, we have to take this, right? Because this is too much material. I wish I could check from here, but I can't. Okay. Oh, wait. No, but I'm protecting. It's fine. I'm protecting. I am protecting. It is fine. For a moment I was like, what the fuck have I done? But horse is protecting. all good. Okay. Now we can remove the queens and life should be easier. Remove the queens, remove the bishop, get the rook here. Yep. Should be an easy win. It does seem to me like he can't really do anything. So I don't really mind this pawn. Okay. But now I do this. No, it doesn't matter. I can check. I can do this. We just want to trade rooks. So I can put this rook here. Can also check and check. It doesn't do anything. So what I think we're gonna do, we're gonna do this. And if he pushes, no, that's bad. What if I do this and then I do this? He really doesn't have anything. So he has to retreat, and then I start collecting his pawns. Or he can lose the rook. And lose the game anyway. But I think I win anyway at this point. Yeah, okay, so he wants to go here, I guess. So I guess we just start swooping the pawns, because... Okay, I don't really care about this. We can check. We can also do this. Offer a rook trade. And if he checks, it helps me bring my king up. He doesn't want to trade. Okay, so I think we need to remove this first. Also, can we go for a ladder checkmate? Maybe we do this. And we try to set up for a ladder checkmate. We go here. And then this is mate. Bro did not like that. Okay. Now. I can check. He needs to move right. So let's check. And then we can go here. He takes this, I take this. Okay. I go here. I threaten mate again. Probably should have done this, but yeah, it's a bit too obvious, I guess. Also, he can't really go here because then, yeah. Yeah, probably should have done this. Okay, now what? Oh! I mean, he can't do anything. Okay, so this is mate? No, because now he can... But it doesn't matter, right? Because I trade rooks. Yeah, and the game is over. GG. GG. You know what? I'm gonna make another rook. Let's go! GG! And we get to 1060! I don't think that's the highest we've been, but it's definitely decent rating. Yeah, the highest was 1065, but it's okay. You're doing good. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.